Okay, so this will be example number 3, and this is going to be for the sigma unknown. So you don't know the sigma, you do not know the population standard deviation. So essentially you're going to be using some sort of sample standard deviation. But the other assumption here is that even though you don't know the population standard deviation, you assume that as you look at the two samples, you assume that the standard deviations, I'm going to write this out, standard deviations are equal, not unequal, because there's a different formula for the unequal assumption. So this is for sigma unknown, assuming that the standard deviations of the two populations are equal. We have to do number one, it's called a pooled variance calculation. So essentially, using the sample standard deviations from each population, you're going to basically get a weighted average using this pooled variance calculation. And then this number right here is going to be fed in to your actual test statistic number. So you still have to get your test stat, but this is your other formula on how to get that test stat. Notice, because it's going to be sigma unknown, we're going to be going back to the t distribution table. And notice this new little formula, I'm going to highlight it right down here, n1 plus n2 minus 2. That's going to be our formula for our degrees of freedom, because remember from the previous chapter, we only had one population, so degrees of freedom was just n minus 1. For this chapter, because we got two populations, it's going to be n1 plus n2 minus 2.